Hi, I'm Bob McCarty. I serve as the Executive Director of the National Federation for Catholic Youth Ministry. In 2012, the National Federation for Catholic Youth Ministry is celebrating our 30th anniversary. NFCYM is rooted in the CYO, the Catholic Youth Organization, begun in 1930 by Bishop Scheel as an athletic program for youth in the Archdiocese of Chicago. In 1937, the Catholic Youth Bureau was established in Washington, D.C., along with the National Council of Catholic Youth. Their first youth convention was held in Cincinnati in 1951. This was the original NCYC. In 1961, the National Council of Catholic Youth was renamed the National CYO Federation. The National CYO Federation served diocesan directors, providing resources for establishing local CYOs, adult training programs, and resources for other diocesan activities. In January 1981, the United States Catholic Conference, USCC, informed their Advisory Board for Youth Activities that because of budget constraints and a change in philosophy, the USCC would no longer provide direct services to dioceses. This meant that the Advisory Board and the National CYO Federation would no longer be funded. Right about this time, the National Committee for Girls Organizations joined the NCYOF. This is the precursor to our National Catholic Committee on Girl Scouts and Campfire. The decision by the Bishop's Administrative Committee to move ministry organizations out of the USCC was made public on April 1, 1981. The 12 regional coordinators for NCYOF facilitated regional consultations about the need for a national organization, and if so, what structure would be most effective. The regional coordinators in June of 1981, at a meeting in Chicago, devised a structure, proposed a range of services, and selected a name. This was very significant. Naming ourselves the National Federation for Catholic Youth Ministry represented a commitment to a vision, to the comprehensive approach described in the 1976 document, A Vision of Youth Ministry, rather than a commitment to a role or a structure. Being the NFCYM went a long way towards determining our mission, membership, and scope of services. On January 20th, 1982, at 11:17 a.m. in Malvern, Pennsylvania, the National CYO Federation Advisory Board voted unanimously on the name and structure and brought to life the National Federation for Catholic Youth Ministry. There were challenges in developing a structure or a flow chart, since NFCYM was to be a new and different model for a national organization, a bottom-up rather than a top-down organizational structure, more grassroots-oriented. We started the legal process to establish a nonprofit corporation. We found an office and we hired a new director, Maggie Wilson Brown. The Federation operated with no money and a substantial debt to USCC. On July 1st, 1982, the start of the new fiscal year, Maggie moved her desk, chair, file cabinets, and storage shelves from USCC to the new offices in Paulist College in D.C. In November 1982, the Federation sponsored its first National Conference on Catholic Youth Ministry, NCCYM, in New Orleans. The success of that conference, along with the sales of youth ministry resources and religious recognition publications and medals, brought real money to the Federation. Our first actual membership meeting was held in 1983 in Orange, California, and was chaired by Reverend Monsignor Francis Welgen from Buffalo. NFCYM received a small grant from the American Board of Catholic Missions, and coupled with NFCYM's first two youth conferences, one in Washington, D.C., and the other in San Francisco in 1983, NFCYM was financially solvent. Federation membership accepted the bylaws, they witnessed the first transition of officers, and the Federation began its journey. So we pause now to remember our colleagues whose vision and commitment birthed the NFCYM 30 years ago, and we hold them in our prayer of gratitude. Indeed, we stand upon the shoulders of giants in youth ministry, and with great enthusiasm, we continue the good work begun by them.